Anticipation of emerging risks is a crucial element of a business planning process. Depending on the taken measures of risk prediction and prevention, we can tell how successful, in terms of performance, a company can be in perennially changing conditions, especially often recurring in our modern global economy. Risks are mainly divided in two main domains: political risks and legal risks, which is a compliance with applicable state regulations. Let's talk about state regulation. Due to the introduction of a new law on the state regulation of rights and real property, Russian companies will face changes on legislative level starting from January 1st, 2017, when the law comes into force. According to Article 7 of the law, the Unified State Register of Real Estate will be created, congregating the data from State Real Estate Cadastre and Unified State Register of Property Rights and Transactions. Also, in 2017, there will be, in a sense, a certain liberalization of tax administration in the part of return to the payment of social insurance contribution. Maintenance of the fee will be redistributed to Federal Tax Service. It means that the tax reports on social insurance contribution are now submitted to the local tax authorities according to the place of registration. Companies involved in international trade also might want to revisit their task management procedures in light of an adoption of the new customs code of Eurasian Economic Union, which might come into force as soon as the summer of 2017. The new code will introduce electronic custom declarations, automatic execution of operations, and improvements to authorized economic operator. Political risks for companies mostly arise in the countries with transition economies. It especially involves doing business in transitional countries who had experienced power shift in their governments in recent years. Uzbekistan got a new president, and it is expected that the new public policy will shift to a liberal side. We can already see it happening in the trend of weakening the currency regulation and allowing the offsets in foreign currencies. In the beginning of January, the new major anti-corruption law was signed by the president of the Uzbekistan. It introduces new measures of preventing corruption, like elimination of administrative and bureaucratic barriers, simplification of licensing procedures to an extent where direct engagement is not required. Uzbekistan is not so enthusiastic about joining economic union so far. The same can be said about Tajikistan. So the level of regulations with custom authorities on the borders of these two countries will be the same this year. Speaking of Kyrgyzstan, there is an increasing number of claims made to the new customs code of the Economic Union. The new law comes into force on July 1st, 2017.